Today we're going to be making homemade turkey burger patties, and this is an original recipe of Buen Provecho TV, my wife's recipe. I'm washing and cleaning all my vegetables, and I have a red bell pepper, celery, I also have carrots and mushrooms. However, the mushrooms I'm not washing underwater. I am cleaning them with a paper towel, and I'm peeling my carrots to get them ready for dicing, and I'm also getting my knife ready for this job. I'm gonna be thinly slicing my celery in julienne to then dice it in very small little dices, and I'll be doing this with most of my vegetables today. I'm cutting my bell pepper through the upper part to get easy access to the seeds and remove them. I'm also taking these flaps that usually hold in place the seeds inside the vegetable, and I'm cutting in thin julienne and dicing very thinly. I'm also cutting 8 ounces of mushrooms that I properly cleaned, and I'm gonna get these in very small dices. I'm cutting a medium-sized onion, peeling it and using half of it, which I will be dicing like I've been doing with all the other vegetables. I am crushing and peeling 2 garlic cloves, and these I will be dicing smaller than all the other vegetables so far in this recipe. I'm gonna take the ends of the 2 carrots I peeled, and then I'm gonna grind them using a grater. I'm gonna crack open 2 eggs, and then I'm gonna whisk them very well. I'm using about 7 pounds of ground turkey for this recipe. I'm adding the beaten eggs, and I'm gonna season with salt to taste. General rule, between 3/4 to 1.5 teaspoons of salt per pound of meat. Simply fold and mix very well, and then set aside. Add enough vegetable oil to cover the bottom of a frying pan over high heat. To make our burgers, we start by pretty much forming a meatball, and then slowly and gently pressing it down until forming our patty to our desired thickness. We simply put it in the hot oil and give it about 3 minutes or so, flip it over to the other side and give it another 3 minutes, and that should be it, because then we will take these little guys into the oven. Make sure to pay close attention to the burgers in the oil, because it's very easy to get them burned, and we want to avoid doing that. You will have to control the heat and maybe lower it at some point. Once browned on both sides, remove them from the oil and set them on paper towel. I am using parchment paper over aluminum trays to set my burgers in the oven, which I have been preheating at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I will be cooking for about 30 to 40 minutes, and I will be switching and turning the trays at halftime. Here we have our burgers coming out of the oven, and I have to tell you that they have turned out beautifully looking, and they are very tender and juicy. It is time to build my burger, and I'm using American cheese. I'm also using lettuce, tomatoes, onions. I will be using ketchup and mustard, but I have to confess that I really like ranch dressing instead of the mustard much better. And there you have it, our delicious, completely homemade turkey burgers. I promise you this is one of the best burgers you can ever try. I'm leaving the recipe written down on our webpage using the link in the description below. Let us know how it turns out for you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can do it now by using the button below the screen and hitting on the bell icon so that you get notifications every time that we upload a new video. Also, please leave your comments in the section down below. You can visit us on our webpage, buenprovechotelevision.com, where you will find most of our written recipes, as well as on Facebook, where you can post the pictures of whatever recipes that you have made. We remind you that we have a Teespring store where you can find t-shirts and other merchandise about the channel. We always ask you to share the videos with your friends and family so that you help us grow the channel and keep our presence in YouTube. Like always, I'll be seeing you on the next one.